Welcome to House Comblood, where strangers are family. Every episode contains graphic content, including but not limited to copious amounts of blood, unnecessary cursing, death of all ages, be they infants or immortals, fantasy drug use, nudity, mentions of sex, and sound effects of various qualities. We cannot stress enough that this is mature content with adult themes. You have been warned. I hope you're ready.
All right. Welcome to House Blood. I'm Gray, your DM and host. We're a D&D 5e podcast currently playing the adventure Hangman Worms Frostheart. Our party, we're... Jesus fucking Christ, there we go. Never mind. D&D 5.5e podcast currently playing the adventure Hangman Worms of Frostheart. The story follows a group of misfits facing sentient calamities threatening to destroy the world, led by a Genasi army called the Rebirth Bastion. Most of the monsters I use are created by Oh Hi Mark. You can support his Patreon, although everything he makes is free. The music in our games is curated by D&D Breakfast Club on YouTube, with credit to each respective artist. I'm joined here today by Mega.
Hello, I am Mega, and I play Eddie, the Otterboy Triton Bastard class. I also play the NPCs now.
As well as Nita.
Hi there.
You know,
here.
just to clarify, we've never switched up this fucking order. You knew you were gonna go next.
It was a really big piece. Anyway,
Yeah.
hi there, Nita here. I play Oluya Oblak, the human cleric sorcerer.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep such a big piece.
Yeah. Keep chewing along here. Keep in mind, I'm gonna be focusing on you for the recap, since a lot of shit happened to your character specifically. Followed by Rakuzen. Are you eating something too?
No, I am civilized unlike the rest of the party. I'm recusant. I play Mavet Soha Fidash, the sap that holds the party together, of course.
As well as Moomin. Okay, that's good.
Hello.
That's a good bit.
This is. Oh no, my brain went into work mode. Hold on. Anyway, this is Moomin, and I play Seer, the Fire Genasi Artificer. They always love to be on fire and almost burn down the city through to being hot for something.
Yeah, baby.
And finally, Tyler.
Hello everyone, I'm Tyler. I play our resident dead speaker Gumo, and I totally don't have a problem where I go to sleep too late and wake up way too late too.
Yeah, and our dear boy Tyler is really jumping the hoops with us. I believe your computer is completely fucked up. And you're
Completely. Had to go get it in the shop, so that's going to be gone until the week after next. So that's great.
Yeah,
Love
fantastic.
that.
Just use D&D Beyond and I'll trust your rolls. All right, buddy?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
God, I'll have to log in on a new computer. Ugh.
There you go. Have fun with that. All right. Nita, what the hell happened last session?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
It's been
Nita
so long.
remembers. It has a great memory.
That is the main reason I'm making you do it, because I know you have fucking notes on it.
This is true.
Yeah, I know it's true.
Excuse me. Alright. I think Seer and Oluya talk. They kind of air things out. They let their feelings know, but the timing just isn't right. I think She goes back to the hotel, to her room at the end. And the bird is after. Eddie, and I'm using air quotes, comes to the door saying something like Seer's probably in danger because of Mum, and that they should look for her. Lou's suspicious. They go out. Lou's still suspicious. Leah casts Stone of Truth to try and get answers. Doesn't quite get the answers. But Mum does reveal herself. Also, Leah attacked Eddie Mum. Nothing was really resolved with them two. Leah goes back to her room, and a cool bird comes, whose master is Orenchelly, and Aaliyah gets information on the assassin group. I will look at the notes for this. The bird. Spanky.
There you go.
Spanky goes to check on things. So Seer said to, and apparently Boreas is not asleep. He's awake, and Spanky is no more because he got wrecked by a javelin.
You know what? That's pretty good. Just for my clarity, who's the assassin that you were told about?
Was it the Jade Hand?
You're given two names.
Hold on. Oh, it's in my letter that I didn't put in the notes. Now I must go back.
Please take all the time in the world.
I'm going. I can't read that fast, man.
Can't read that fast. No
Slow
pressure.
down, man. Game over.
No pressure.
I'm panicking. I can't find it. There's so many words. Cargo, Dockmasters.
Yep.
Report, a Duke, Diamond. Nope. Terrorism. Where's the names? Speaking of riddles, there you will find the changeling known as Jade Hand.
Yep. And.
He's an air genasi who rules an army. His name's Galen.
There you go. Yep.
Yay.
There you go. So proud of you.
Words.
We gotta give them a star.
I'll give you 5d10 for that, just because it's been about a month and you recalled a lot of information they wrote down. I'll give it to you.
Oh, money.
All right, give yourself 27 GP.
Woo.
Ah.
All right. So before we get a little too crazy here, let's transition maps, and let's focus on another character here that we haven't heard from in a while. Oh.
Everybody turns their head towards them in dramatic fashion.
All right, and let's switch the music a little bit.
Ah, a pair of boots.
It's the boots. Now that we know who the main character is, they step in with swagger. Every step ringing like a gong.
Yeah, if memory serves, Gumo, you reincarnated the bodies of two parents and their child. And I believe the exact races were ASMR and Goliath, correct?
Yep. Two parents were Azamar, and the child was a Goliath.
Mm-hmm. Now, I gave Aluya and Seer a little something something. This was a while ago, but I was also planning to give you a little bit of something something, considering like the level of engagement and roleplay with these NPCs. I called this boon the Blessed Revenant, and I'm going to put this on your paper, and I'll post this in chat for you.
All right, thank you very much.
Are you able to read that out loud?
Let me see.
If not, I can post it in Discord really quick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That.
You can cast the Reincarnate spell once per day without spending a spell slot, using material components, or incurring any cost. This feature recharges at dawn. When you cast Reincarnate, roll twice on the Reincarnation Chamber and choose one of the results to determine the creature's new range. Additionally, when you reincarnate a creature, you can choose to share senses with it. Ooh! You can maintain shared senses with a number of creatures simultaneously equal to your proficiency bonus. As a bonus action, you can see through one of these creatures' eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, and you gain the benefits of any special senses that the creature possesses. If you reincarnate more creatures than your proficiency bonus allows, choose which creature loses the shared senses effect.
Yep.
It's cool.
So,
Gonna have to find a bunch of rats or spiders.
yeah, we're not doing the bag of fucking rats trick. But this is my reward for you like really digging into reincarnation towards your character and their backstory. This is just to emphasize the connection that you have with the afterlife. And please fill dead air for a second.
Well, no.
Speech.
Certainly a lot of.
I hope he doesn't start getting a god complex.
Go full Kira.
Akira would
But
be
with
an
that
excellent
said-
enemy.
Oh my gosh, that would be true. Not gonna lie though, that is a beautiful ability for a lot of reasons.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's a good thing he can't really use it on the party.
Yeah.
That is
Yes,
very
that would
true.
be quite broken.
Yeah, well yeah, that's the big dealio. Is like, although Revivify and Reincarnate doesn't have the same weight for this particular campaign and with this party, the least I can do is at least have you get more use out of it.
Well, no, you see, that's why I say it's a good
Well,
thing,
thank
though,
you.
because it's just like I feel like it would be really awkward if like the parties because one of some like the central like a focus foci of some of our characters is how they grew up and who they are. So our Reincarnate would like to spoil a lot of that.
Oh, goodness. And imagine having somebody else just able to understand your perspective so intimately. It'd be terrifying. Be almost nothing you could hide.
But let's continue on here. For our case and purposes, we'll say that Gumo does meet up with the party as you guys are experimenting at the Whalesong Hall. We're not going to be filling in dead air there. Just happens. And I believe Eddie left a little bit on a cliffhanger talking to your dear friend Galvin about a particular method that you had in mind for going to the surface without endangering the party.
So yeah, I think it's about time that you drop the act.
What are you talking about? And he looks a little bit confused, wiggling his eyebrows.
I think maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I assure you, Otter, I do not know. What games are you playing at?
Well, while I'm sure that you are the kind of person that you say you are, I don't believe that this is your actual shape.
Looks down at his hands and looks back at you. What makes you say that?
Well, it's actually really interesting because, as you might recall, you were the only one in that prison, right?
Nods.
And we knew that a certain prince was trapped in there, imprisoned in there, I should probably say.
Nods.
But in the end, but in the end, you were the only person there, and you were the only one who claimed that they had left at any point.
I'm telling you, it's the truth. I'm not one of them. I'm no skinwalker. And he's just breathing a little bit more heavy here. There was another person in there. They released the prince.
So then it's just a coincidence that you happen to have a bit of a crush on dear Jelenua?
Well, looks away, starts to blush again because you're saying it out loud in front of company. If memory serves, both of the chairs from the Five Finger Counselor here. He looks away, begins to blush. I tell you, it's a coincidence. Multiple hearts can be set aflame by the same muse.
Sure, that would be true. But the fact of the matter is that if it were just that, well, we could probably let that go. But it does seem like a lot of different facts are lining up together. And definitely more than a couple means that it's more than just coincidence.
What can I do? What can I do to prove this to you? I have no ability to slough off my skin. And whatever I say will
Sure.
sound like a lie.
Well, the only way you could have possibly been able to maintain your shape for this long is either you have employed some sort of spell, or you were given a potion at some point.
Excellent
So I think this would be your
theories.
expertise here.
I can take a look and see the possible ways they were able to make it work. Shouldn't be a problem.
Do you have any ability to make a shapeshifter drop their form?
I wouldn't have the spell in this case for like moon, like the moonbeam, which can do that.
Mhm.
But, and this is the main thing with like shapeshifters in the way of like, breaking them down is essentially sometimes just knocking them unconscious is one of the big ways. But if this is like magically done through a potion, the simplest thing is dispel magic,
Okay.
which I can cast.
All right. Yeah. Dispel magic. Yeah, I believe that would work if it's a magical effect.
I also need to ask if it's a new day before I say this further.
It's a new day. That we're starting after a long rest here.
The reason why I asked because due to my spell storing tool,
Mhm.
And now that with what we talked about, Gray,
Mhm.
I can add 3rd level spells.
Yeah.
Dispel Magic is the one I wanted to put in, so I can cast that 12 times. So I will first test Dispel Magic upon them.
Well, that actually reminds me, is the change with half caster specifically with multi-classing, or just in general, where your spell slot is equal to half your level rounded up?
Half casters in
half-
general.
Yeah, just half
casters, yeah.
casters in general. Did you gain any benefit from like the change of rules? Like, because it was originally like rounded down, now it's rounded up, right? So she should have gained something
Essentially,
from
as far as I can tell you, it didn't really change except like the wording of certain abilities. As I was trying to look at it,
It's important to remember that Artificer was the first one to be a half caster that started with a magical casting ability at level
There we go.
1.
Yep, there we go.
That's why
Right.
it didn't
Yeah.
change for her.
Yep. No, I was thinking Paladin, Ranger, etc. Yeah, that makes sense.
no, in this
Continue.
case, it's very much that I have Dispel Magic being able to do that this way. So in
Yep.
this case, though, that would be the first test, and here's how it's going to look. So I never really talked about their spell storing tool. And it's going to look specifically, so like as you saw with other tools, she has a screwdriver, she has a bunch of tools, she has a gun. This one pops out and it looks like a weird football.
Mm.
And then she just hands it to this Goliath and be like, hold it for a moment.
He cautiously brings his hand closer.
Don't be shy, I'll hold it with you.
Takes a deep breath. And grabs onto it.
So as I cast Dispel Magic, what he's going to feel is suddenly, I want to describe like a shock in a sense like electricity, but like a sudden burning sensation in his hand.
Begins to burn.
So Dispel Magic is cast. Is there any spell that's upon them?
Yes, there is a spell upon them.
I don't like how quiet Gray is. It sounds like he might explode.
I think you might not be happy that you just managed to beat him at his own game.
No, I'm very happy. I'm very happy here. Goes in, grabs it, and as he does so, we see that the gray skin turns a white, or I should say a pale pink. Traveling up the body, we see the bald head gain a cascade of fiery orange hair rolling down to his shoulders. His chin becomes more chiseled, and his lower frame becomes that of a horse with a giraffe print. And like Eddie deduced, we were standing before the prince of the centaurs, or the long neck tribe. And he can't meet any of your gazes, and you see like both the counselors or members of the Five Fingers speaking rapidly between each other in hushed whispers, and looking around, seeing if there's any other sea elves around.
Huh. You just proved the theory that something I can do with this knowledge. But regardless, well, nice stripes.
He is just as flabbergasted as the DM at the moment. like he's looking around all of you, then his eyes lingers towards Seer, then at Eddie. The councilmen begin to usher you guys into a closed space outside of this open area, open public, somewhere more secluded. As you guys begin to move forward, unless someone is adamant that you guys want to be outside during this discussion here. Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. Let's get out.
Yeah, we
Well,
see.
Mavet might be rooted on the spot, but
Yeah, I know. If anyone was gonna do anything, it'd be fucking Mavet. But you guys begin to be ferried inside. And before, like, you guys enter, you hear a ruckus on the other side, the moving of armored boots away, as if the councilmen were creating a private area for you. As you guys enter this small room, I would have to say it's a 20 by 30. Everything is made of ice. And there are drapes covering the windows. The door opens with a heavy thunk. And there is small bits of furniture here and there. Appears to be a waiting room of sorts. And I'm going to say, like, the... Second, it is. I'm going to say Corvus and Islith. Like, both of them are, again, having very quiet exchange and seems very heated towards one another. Because, again, like, this person is... He's wanted by all the Sea Elves at the moment, or at least he's painted as a public enemy number one. It's essentially
probably before Eddie proceeds with his conversation with air quote Galvin. Eddie will say, I think it's important for the council to remember that this man is responsible for saving this entire city and also helping to usher in a new era of peace and racial integration.
They share a worried glance between each other, and I believe Corvus will be the one to step up here. That being said, it is also his tribe, his kind, that caused terror. We're still recovering. The wound, it's still fresh. I don't deny his contributions. But he was the catalyst for everything that happened.
And I do believe that the most recent raid was in response to the capture of their prince.
Yes.
If the reverse had been true, would your people not have done the same?
I fear that the reverse is true, Mr. Hayes. As his eyes do linger towards the Lylaran manor, and Nereus has still not been found. I think history might repeat itself.
Not if we tread carefully and work toward reparations. The fact of the matter is that in the end, in one form or another, both this city as well as their tribe have some amount of blood on their hands.
Mm.
Neither one is guiltless. But rather than playing the game of who is most guilty, it would be better, I should think, to try to negotiate terms of peace and reparations. Otherwise, one will inevitably destroy the other.
Never ends. Never ends. And Corvus is just shaking his head. Both brandish bloodied hatchets, and neither one of us is willing to bury it. And
Which then does make me wonder, if you'll pardon, turning back over to, air quotes, Galvin.
yeah,
Something does bug me, and so I have a suspicion. The fact of the matter is that that raid did in fact happen, and you knew of the fact that it was happening, and yet you took on a shape that they would not recognize. Now, some might say that you would take that shape so that others would try to release you, but I think you took that shape so that no one would release you.
and you see a tick with him, like his tail whips in the air, and like perhaps his foreleg begins to scratch at the ground with its hoof. That's an interesting theory that you have there, Otter. Why, pray tell, why would I not want to be found? I can't think of a single reason. If I had an opportunity to escape, I would love to be free.
So, well, with considering the fact that you were able to change your shape, you possibly could have left any time after we let you escape, or that after we let you out. So there's that. But I think the more compelling reason would be that you knew that if they found you, they would take you home, and then you might never be able to see Jelenua again. Or in fact, you'll lean in deeper. You might have to be part of any mission that might put her in danger.
It would have been better if Kamlu died that day. And you just see his breathing getting more heavy. He's getting more flustered and taking on shades of red.
No, I think you're actually glad that you're alive. Because you know what? If you had died, then she would have been sad for the rest of her life. And you knew that.
And he leans a bit closer. No, I truly wish that Kamlu died that day. With all my heart, I wished that everyone thought me dead. Then, me and my muse, be happy. No one would recognize us. Could have just left. We could have been happy. And he's getting a 1,000-yard stare.
Like, at least until this exact same situation happened. But later down the line.
I don't wish to go back. I don't want them to know.
So, while that might be the case, and I can at least respect your feelings on it, the situation may or may not have forced your hand.
You're taking away my choice.
I'm not
Where's
taking
my
away
say?
You do still have a say. None of us are going to force you to do anything. The fact of the matter is, though, is that he holds up one finger, is that it is your people that are essentially preventing us from carrying out our mission. Or rather, our 2 joint missions. And then holds up a second finger. There's also the very real possibility that the reason we haven't found Jelenua or her father is because they are being held captive by your people.
His
And then
eyes
holds
are
up a third
beginning to
finger.
twitch. Go ahead.
And then holds up a third finger. There's also the fact that they were not able to find your body or confirm your life or your death. Meaning that until such a time arrives, they're going to continue attacking this city in hopes of trying to recover you.
His hoof keeps digging into the ground like it's creating a divot because it's ice floor. And his head keeps bobbing to the left and right, and again, it seems like he's jumping between, like, angel, devil on the shoulder, multiple thoughts. You have him in a real bind here. I need to ask how the rest of the party is taking this all in, because it's been, one fact after another. Like, let's go around the docket here. Like, Mavet, how are you taking all this in? Is it even relevant to you? Do you even care?
No, Moffat really doesn't give a fuck.
Man. Aluya?
I'm sorry. Typing. I think after the reveal of Camelou, right? That's his name?
Camelou.
Camelou. She was thinking, oh great, another one that's changing their shape. She's just kind of in her own feels and whatnot, and she's just ready to move on from this place.
Understood. Seer? Like, does this
They
pluck
are
any strings
just-
with your character in particular?
In their case, they can, empathize a bit with this person. However, they're not like really showing too much of it, as they're very much just like they're kind of documenting. To them, it's a means to an end for a goal. So if we're able to get this man to help us, it helps us to the next part of the journey. As she does side glances to someone, but the side glances don't last very long. It's like half a second.
Yep. Yeah. Like, Aluya feels a glare for a second, then it disappears.
It's not a glare.
A look. All right. So how do you drive this in? It appears like he doesn't have a North Star for his moral compass at the moment.
It's like I said, I'm not going to take away your choice. That wouldn't really be right of me. So I'm just going to ask you one question, and I hope that the answer to that will help you make your decision. What do you want most, more than anything in the world?
I just want to live a peaceful life. The woman I love.
If that's the case, then I think you know what you have to do. even if it's hard.
All right. What I'm gonna need is a persuasion check, and normally I would have this be at advantage, but I'm gonna have this be straight, considering the moral dilemma he's dealing with. Whether to rise up to be the man to save his love and unveil his life, the fact that he's still alive, versus hiding in seclusion and hoping to achieve what he wants from the shadows.
Do.
The intensity grows.
Oh shit! I
Just
dropped my keys.
I don't know, Water. This is starting to sound fishy.
Somebody so clumsy can't give me life advice.
This is actually a really persuasive argument.
Like, you're stoned half the time.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say DC was 20. Did good. I think at that, like, Kamlu just begins to walk away and go to a door. This door just leads to another chamber. It doesn't lead outside, and he opens it, closes it, without giving you a response, Eddie. I'm going to say about 5 minutes pass by. There's a little gap in time here before I move on. What does the party have to say to each other? What plans do you have moving forward here? It sounds like you're dependent on getting safe passage from this NPC.
So, I can't help but feel like I should apologize for every left turn that I've put us through in the past 24 to 48 hours.
I mean, you're not the only one, but not a problem as long as we get around them.
I probably should have mentioned something earlier, but I kind of try not to mention the stuff of this importance unless it's kind of forced upon me.
Then, as long as we're in a situation where we can reach our goals, I don't mind. I don't know about the rest. Well, okay, I care a little, but really, it's not a bad thing. Unless it causes more bad things, as you kind of guess.
So I guess it's kind of maybe a bad habit I picked up from my family. It's keeping secrets close to the chest until, well, they're kind of ripped from you.
Well, in this case, I'm not the one that you had to apologize to for something like that.
And there are a bunch of like slow head turns to Aluya.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she knows. She's waiting. She's waiting.
Waiting, huh? All right.
In
Alright,
my case of things, if we need to hide this person, I at least know how to hide them. But I'd rather they don't. That would be more advantageous if they don't.
probably should get this out of the way before. As he does turn to Aluya. For what it's worth, I really was planning on not saying anything. But kind of like points a thumb at Gumo off in the corner. He made that a bit difficult after he put a magnifying glass on the whole situation. And I'm kind of not the guy who likes to lie on the stand. I didn't even lie at my own execution hearing. The first one, not the most recent one. But I am sorry for what I did, even if I didn't technically break the wording of my promise. It still wasn't a good thing to do.
She kind of looks at him and she's like, well, I thank you, Eddie, for apologizing. So what you're saying is if someone else didn't do something stupid, you wouldn't have had to do what you needed to do and not have embarrassed me and blown up my secret and my feelings and all that. Is that what you're saying right now?
Like, yeah, I don't go off telling other people's business. It's kinda... I mean, you are my friend, I hope, still. And I don't like hurting my friends.
Of course I'm still your friend. So Gumdrop here is the problem.
Drop.
What do you have to say in response to that, Gumdrop?
He kind of just stares at Aluya for a moment before kind of just shrugging his shoulders. I don't remember much of anything of that meeting. Or that trial. So if
Very
that is the
confused.
case, then it is.
Well, Eddie, thank you. And overall, I am glad that you're okay. Honestly, I don't think I would have felt good, even if my secret was out, if something happened to you.
And I'm just glad that you're still alive.
Thank you. As she slowly looks over at Gumo, thinking, he's the problem.
Great. Love it. Absolutely love it.
You get a blank stare in return.
Like,
wonder how many-
Aluya will remember this.
Yeah. She has a list of like things she needs to like handle as revenge.
She
Eddie
has a
being
book
one
of
of
grudges.
them. Yes. And now you're on it in her head, and Mom is on it. It's a work in progress.
And then there's like Mavet question mark, parentheses, it's only a matter of time.
Happy face, smiley face, happy face, smiley face.
And then we have Seer thinking about some things. Do I want to name them Porky or do I want to name them Waldo when I make them? How about Aha?
Just call them
No,
you.
it's got to be Buckwheat. I know it.
All right. Is that how the scene resolves? Or is there any other things that you guys want to bring up here?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Understood. Kemlu, comes out with war paint on his face and body, or at least where there's exposed skin. You see like a yellow, brown, black patches of it. It's again similar to a giraffe print that he's painted onto his body. All right. I think I'm ready. Let's go to the surface.
I guess Eddie will turn to the council members, presumably still currently in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Corvallis is pinching his brow. The other one is like supporting their head with their hand.
Then
I guess
We
what
might-
I'm more getting at is how do we go about doing this while causing the least amount of chaos on our way out?
So, now that they've proved a theory that they could hide by magical means, we could hide them till we reach the edge, then let them unchange at that point.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll clear the area. We'll evacuate any guards. We'll make it quick. Just wear a damn cloak. And you see Corvallis shaking his head. At least until you get to the surface.
Shouldn't be a problem. Do you have a good seamstress? Never mind, I could do it for you. I just need 2 cloaks to make it longer for points the centaur.
I do have to ask, though. Well, actually, 2 questions.
Who's this directed at? Corvallis?
No, actually, back at the
Camelot.
prince.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's the part of the problem.
Yeah.
First off, what exactly do you want us to call you?
I've been growing rather fond of Galvin, but licks his tongue. If I'm going to look like this, just call me Camelot, or any nickname that sounds close to it. Seems worn out, defeated.
I will be nice and not call you Stripes then.
And then my second question, and this actually is the important one. Should we walk the surface as allies, or should we walk them as prisoners? You know your people better than we do.
They would not respond well to Genasi. You were right, Otterman. Would be best if I took you as prisoners.
How long should our trip be?
Oh, another
Well,
group
well-
of closed-minded individuals. Okay.
I mean, Louis, I think it'd be wise if you pretend that you're not a Genasi and we only had to focus on one Genasi.
Well, could we not
Sick.
walk as the wind?
It would be a 6-mile journey.
And they would presumably be trying to sick the giant on us for the entirety of those 6 miles.
Well,
How much is 300 feet from me?
if If you're part of my escort, you should not have any issues from our tribe. And he scratches his head a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit of an old trick with that one. You don't understand why it works. But the giants at the surface, they call the Titan with that horn. And for some reason or another, it's like impulse, instinct. He'll tack around the area.
Well, it sounds like something that would happen over years of conditioning. They probably associate that noise with something painful or annoying.
You never really understood it. Never understand the damn giant's tongue. The main dangers we have on the surface are the ice anthropes and frost giants.
Do you not speak giant with people such as that?
No, it's a guttural tongue. Could never really get around to doing the hard. No, that's bad.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes.
Could never get around to doing the hard R's or the T's. And the giant's tongue always made me feel sick in my stomach.
Jeez.
I think I would rather walk as the wind than be in this conversation.
Yeah, no, I had to commit to it. Fuck it.
But Sierra will just say openly, be like, I mean, I understand the language of giants,
Really?
and I could speak it.
Well, if I was you, don't try to open up a conversation with these savages. If you really want to talk to them, you have to corner one.
I am very aware of that for the fact that, well, my home used to be one that was owned by frost giants. And we made it very comfortable for ourselves, so I am very aware of how they work.
Nods.
But also, then if we are doing an escort with you, would it be best if one of us looked like you?
No. I don't think
I
that
don't
would
think
be a
she-
good
they-
idea.
I don't think they really take kindly to that level of deception.
I
It's not
understand.
just
I
that.
just
We're a small community. We know each other.
understandable. Just was an avenue I thought. Plus, I was going to imagine Aluya with 4 legs.
I'm starting to feel
Okay.
hot and cold at the same time. What's this feeling? And he's looking to the side, and you're starting to see that he's getting nervous. Let's move forward. Is there any other questions?
Not on my end. You've already answered most of them.
That's good to hear. Let's get the hell out of here. And again, he looks towards the town, towards Frostheart, and there's just scorn on his face.
All right, if I'm going to be a prisoner, you might as well shackle me in some way. Not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for our case and purposes, like he's lent manacles. They're loose across your not lips, your wrists.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, I think we took a few 2 steps too quickly there. Just
Yeah.
take us all out
You
to
know,
dinner first.
They're not gonna
Well, now
buy
I
it
know.
unless you put the manacles around your lips.
Now I know for a fact. It's like, okay, I get it. Don't let them talk. I got it.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if this was? Wouldn't that just be fucked up if you're just hanging out with like a pervert right here? It had nothing to do with disguise self or any like disguising spells. Just like a changeling that's a pervert. you,
I
you
will.
guys, you gotta get locked up for me.
For some reason, Seer has to be gagged and everybody else is okay.
Oh God!
It's
That
like,
point,
let's
that changeling's getting put in a mental prison.
look at Lilia Louie and be like, why? Or in this
All right.
case,
I didn't
or
think it was possible, but did you get hotter?
anyway.
You guys move forward. It's a chain gang. Again, you guys are all wearing like cloaks to really like hide what's happening here, like your forms, the fact that you're manacled, etc., etc. We're not going to go through the hoops. No one's looking. The guards are pushed away by order of the Five Fingers Council, and you guys begin to get lifted via a straw woven basket. There's a better term, but whatever. You guys are brought up towards the surface once more, and the chill it bites you down to your bone. There's a howling wind outside, and again, as you look around, you see to the northeast, the actual northeast, Tyler. You see towards
God damn it!
You see to the northeast, the spire that's covered by perpetual blizzard. It just goes to show how flat the lands are, where you can see that many miles out. Obstructing your view is a mountain to the northeast, and I believe I had a Freudian slip saying there was a black obelisk atop that mountainside. That's incorrect. It is the one to the south. Where you see the visage of a carved giant in the mountain. Imagine a crazy horse, if anyone knows what that is. It's just a literal monument. Yeah, it's a literal monument carved into a mountainside. Again, like you guys reach the surface. Tell me like the lineup here. Like is Kamlu in front? Who's behind him? What order? We're gonna
Probably
be
make the most
keeping this
sense if
order
Kamlu
until
was in
you
the
tell me
front.
different while exploring the surface.
I'm gonna stay centered because I want my radius to try and hit as many of us as possible, so to take away from the cold factor.
Yeah, so you'd be number 4 in line then. Number 4.
Okay.
It's around center. Yeah. Okay.
And I think similarly, it would probably make sense to have Seer just in front of her.
Okay.
If she's playing the prisoner, as it were.
Yep.
Like somewhere in the center at the very least.
Yep. Leaves 2 and 5.
I think I agree with that.
Well, 2, 5, 6.
I'd also like to be kind of close in the center, so that way some of my spells can have an easier effect hitting everyone, just in case we need them, like Glove of Invulnerability, for example.
All right. Now number 5 then.
All right.
Well. All right. 2 and 6.
I'm right behind Aluya, who hates me at the moment.
Yep. Who's in the back and who's near the front? Mavet and
Oops,
Eddie.
I tripped. I must catch my balance on Gumo. Shock.
Shock. Roll D12.
I didn't realize that you casted spells when you fell. Completely unaware that that's just something you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. You touch her, you get shocked.
Damn right.
Ooh.
She's actually trying to teach herself Featherfall. I guess Eddie will probably just be somewhere toward the front, if for no other reason than to make sure that the first social interaction that they have with the group isn't Mavet.
Okay, then Mavet's in the back.
Yay.
All right, order of operations is Cam at the front, Eddie, Seer, Aluya, Gumo, Mavet. I have it written down so I don't forget. We're going to be maintaining that order as you guys adventure on the surface here. All right. You guys get towards the surface. Who has the highest perception in the party, or at least passive?
I've got a passive of 15.
Sure, there's someone who can do better. Probably Luya.
I am also sure there is.
I don't even know where to look for this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If you look at your
whatever your
should
perception
be-
score is, plus 10.
I
Oh,
have
wow.
a 19, but I'm in the back, so fuck y'all.
Yeah, and a little cheat if you want to overview. If you look at your skills in your character sheet, right next to the modifier, there's a grayed out number. That's your passive for each skill. But yeah,
Mhm.
like there's also Eddie's method just to do it in your head quick.
I'm not even seeing that. What the fuck
Yep.
is that?
And
where's my
15,
my thing?
15.
And if you
Yeah.
have advantage, you add 5 to it.
Yep. For our case and
Mhm.
purposes, there is light obscurement because of the snow. So I believe that's disadvantage on perception checks, so -5.
I
Ooh.
would be clearing the way.
Okay.
The radius I
Okay.
can push the wind
You know what?
around
I
us.
like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So they'll negate the light obscurement to give you guys more of an advantage here. Although, like, I had a different idea in my mind how it's affecting the environment. I don't want to negate what you can do personally, and that seems like a cool thing to do. I like it.
Okay.
Like it. I believe it's Mavet. Mavet has the highest
Mhm.
passive. Mavet, you do see again. Like, I'm just gonna keep pinning things right here. To the south, you see like upon like a trail leading up the mountain. You see like the same like a squad. Oh, not you in particular, but what you've been told. A squad of long neck tribesmen. It seems like scouts of sorts. If I had to give you a number, it'd be about 5 in a group. And you see them like one holding a horn and heavily gesticulating towards their fellow tribesmen. I need to ask the party, what do you do? Is Kamlu taking the lead here? Is there any like plans that you guys have in your pocket here, etc., etc.?
I've got one in my pocket, just in case things start to look like they're going to go sideways. I'd like to start preparing a wind walk. So that if things do go bad, we can at least keep making progress without being seen.
One more time, you guys cut out a little bit for me.
Oh, sorry. I was saying preparing a wind walk.
Okay. Understood. Yeah, if that's the case, like again, no other preparations in mind, Camelin will take the initiative here.
Well, the only preparation that Eddie would try to make is just like, hey, so obviously do what we have to do if they go with the whole kill on sight thing. But if they choose to take you as prisoner, if nothing else, that might be a good way to see who else they might have as a prisoner, wherever they happen to keep them.
I will say, Kamlu will say in a hushed tone, I may not have much to my name, but I can be damn sure that no one shall kill you.
I mean, if I'm taken prisoner, I have a way to get out of things, but I do think that's a smart plan if that happens.
Kamlu brings both of his hands together, and much like a person doing a duck call, this sounds like a giraffe. It's hard for me to like imitate or imagine, but imagine like the creepiest fucking thing that you could hear at night, and you'll be damn close to what a giraffe sounds like. Or at least the way I always imagine it is like a close to like a dinosaur hunting at night is kind of what it sounds like, or what what it makes me think of every time I hear it. But he does a call with his hands. It's low. It's a low pitch. It's nothing too out of the ordinary here, and it actually blends in with the same octave, the same frequency as the rushing wind. So to most, it sounds like a dog whistle. But again, Mavet, towards your passive perception, you can see like their ears peek up, and again, like they begin to track down the mountainside towards all of you. I can skip forward here again, like unless you guys have anything to say or do before they reach you.
I'm okay.
Okay. Yep, I just always like to give opportunities. That way, like, if bad shit happens, I don't get yelled at. They come down the
The only
mountainside.
person who might yell at you is your mother because you haven't cleaned your plate.
Okay, you need to stop hitting.
I
too
haven't
close
cleaned
home,
your plate,
alright?
great.
I'm starting to get nightmares and traumatic experiences. Oh god, I'm getting
Son,
flashbacks.
I'm disappointed in you. You can't finish your plate for your mother?
You're
You haven't
sorry,
even touched your meatloaf, son.
but your mom is not.
If you can't finish your plate, how are you ever going to finish your wife?
Can't find the green beans just like you can't find the...
The tribesmen come closer as they approach you on this plain again, like the snow whipping around their feet, and the leader of the scouts, brandishing like a horn on their belt, as well as a longbow and quiver on their side. You see that this person has the equivalent to a man bun tied up, and he raises a hand and says, "Hail! Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?" And as they get closer, like they're whispering amongst each other, and the leader, his eyes like slowly begin to widen at Camelu. Is that you? Yes, it is me. Ha ha! Camelu in the flesh. But I thought that I survived. I lived and I thrived. And I have something to show all of you. And he sidesteps, showing the gang chain that you guys have. I've brought prisoners. Is that so? That's great news. We'll hold a festival. Prince, we've got him. We've got the bastard. And there's just a sorrowful smile on his face. The bastard? Yes. We've got Lylarin. General himself. We were worried. We were gonna hold an ultimatum, much like what they did to us when you were captured. We're going to trade him for you. Now that you're with us, we can finally hold justice. We can redeem ourselves. And Prince, he stares off into the distance here. And I think he might even raise a hand at that and just say, "Enough. It's enough. We'll talk more when we get to the village." And beyond that small snippet, their conversation lasts for, I would say, another 2-3 minutes over a lot of other minute details. This covers, what succeeded during the raid, what failed, and profuse apologies that, like, their initial objective, or their main objective for that raid, was to save him, and they failed at that. And I would say, like, during that apology, they would all be, like, kneeling Again, it's hard to imagine like a horse genuflecting, but just imagine that the front legs are bent.
I mean, just imagine any animal that you want from Lion King.
Yep, there you go. Imagine that one scene, that your favorite scene from Lion King. Exactly right. Mufasa dying?
Just remembering the
You're
conversation we had earlier, and all that's going through my head right now is the Nala scene.
But yeah, it appears again like you guys have circumvented like the main issue with coming to the surface. Like these scouts are not going to be calling giants or anything to your attention. You guys avoided the combat.
less of a
The prince-
combat, more of an encounter.
Yeah. I was
With a-
going to
with a
say
force of
encounter is a
nature.
better way of putting it. Yeah, it could have gone multiple different ways. You guys chose a social route for this. But you guys circumvent the encounter. You come on top, and it appears that you don't have to dig much to find the location of their village. The hidden leaf village, is revealed to you.
Damn
Village
it.
hidden in the snow.
Yes, the village hidden in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
But before he moves on, like we see like Kamlu like staring atop the monument carved into the mountain of a giant. I'm gonna say a mid spear throw. Like there's a spear in his hand. He's reeling back, ready to throw it, and it's a stance. It's half finished. Like the upper body, torso, legs, head is fully carved out, but nothing below the waist. But he is just staring at the obelisk, and he will actually confer with you guys quietly as he sends off the scouts to prepare forward. They're going to be reconnoitering the following hexes going forward to ensure that there's no danger. But the prince will come to all of you and give you an option. I have spoken with my kinsman. Should be easy for us to get back to the village, hopefully without any skirmishes along the way. They'll be leading us forward. Yet, I am hesitant. And his eyes again goes back to the mountain. The skeleton that you talked to. Strange one. When he brought up those black obelisks, my heart fell. I've told my kinsmen, it's strictly forbidden to go to the obelisks. Stay away from them. And his nostrils flare. Now, I feel calling for a pilgrimage. It is up to the party. It appears that they're scouting to the northwest to head along to the village, but to the south, in the hex directly to your south, there's a black obelisk that you can visit. What would the party like to do?
Well, there is always the possibility of convincing there's no other choice but to go that direction.
They would not question my word. If I were to say that we must head straight east, straight west, they would listen. I'm not worried what they think. I just want to know, what would you like to do? And again, it seems like he's getting butterflies in his stomach as well. It's partially spiritual journey, pilgrimage, partial fear. He doesn't want to return to his village.
So, well, look at it this way. in the end, those obelisks are causing, in their own ways, harm to the surface.
Yeah. I imagine, like, as this conversation is happening, there's a side profile of both you and him, and in the background, we see that swirl of a blizzard.
Worst case scenario, if we do go there, you can be able to find secrets on the way as a hero, and then we figure things out as criminals.
That'll be the first time.
Can I just request not to have my hair dunked again?
I never make a promise I can't keep.
Ugh.
You never know what situation may pop up where we might have to dunk water on you.
I just hate the idea of waiting like 2 days for it to come back to its full glory.
It's fine. You look great, bald.
That's what
says the very biased.
That's what Torch said, and no, I'm not into that.
I mean, you know what? Probably the next time we have the chance, maybe we should like get you some oil or gasoline you can drink.
I'd be careful. I didn't tell you what happens when you give a fire genasi fuel like that. I will show you when we are less likely to be murdered. Just so you can learn.
Oh, I know that, like, you know, gas and fire can be dangerous and all that. You know, that's the reason why we replaced all the gas stoves back on my island with, well, you know.
Then you definitely don't know how far worse it is for fire genasi. You will see. Maybe I'll use it as a way to convince my way out of things.
I always want to imagine Seer just like in the middle of a tense situation, holding up some gasoline. Hold on, back up, or I'll drink it.
The hell of an ultimatum.
That would be horrifying. It's like, why you never give a genasi gasoline? Everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be cute. Ha ha ha! Explodes. Oh.
That's how we burnt down the fifth barn. All right, I got a little bit lost through the weeds. Are we going to the village or are we going to the mountain?
We're going to the mountain. Just
Gotcha.
The mountain, yeah.
Yeah, I got lost through all the bits here.
We were basically confirming that, like, it's like since he said it would be easy enough to convince them to go.
Yes,
just
with
like,
these.
well, yeah, it's one of the things that we're doing, and in the end, getting rid of those obelisks will ultimately make the surface safer for everybody.
Yeah.
We're going to the mountain. We're going way up there to see the obelisk and stop the blizzard. Oh no.
Just to save them, they didn't fare.
Yeah.
You almost had it. So let me make this a habit and just describe what you're walking like around, because you can see like each patch, like each one of these hexes is about a mile out, and you do have the vision to look at each one of these squares.
Okay.
Let's start off towards the east and go clockwise. Towards the east, you do see like a little bit of a flurry, a small bit of a pocket blizzard in there. It's impossible to see through. And in fact, if you really wanted to go through it, it would require some ability to either part through, like the snow, see through it, or some really high survival checks here. To the southeast, you see like a citadel buried in ice. It's just made up of old masonry and appears to be meant for large folk or a giant kind. To the south, beyond the mountains, you see a strange phenomenon. You see birds frozen within the sky. You see like wolves in a moment of stasis as they consume a deer. And there is no wind. It seems as if time itself is frozen. To the southwest, you see a giant frozen tomb. And then finally, to the northwest, there are giant stalagmites that rise from the ground. Appears to be just a patch of spikes, essentially. But to talk about where you guys are, that's just your surroundings. If you need a refresher, I will repeat in the future, but just give you an idea of the layout of the lands. As you approach Titan Mountain, you see, as you come closer, that this giant is the very same giant that what's your nuts? Seer saw through her familiar. It is it is depicting Boreas, and you see that the lake beneath the mountain itself is still and eerily calm. If you take a moment to see the water, you see movement. As the statue itself, the monument, is moving, repeating actions. It looks like reflections of days past. As you approach the mountainside, and you see Kamlu speaking with the scouts, ordering that they stay at the base. He's reinforcing the fact that it is forbidden for the tribesmen to go on these sacred lands. Well, sacred's a bad word. Forbidden lands is better put. Don't go there. Bad juju. But yes, unless you guys have anything to say or do, I can say that you guys are traveling up the mountain pass, unless there's anything you want to investigate or do before that.
I, as we're traveling, would like to investigate the giant iconography a bit more. For I've lived in an area where the giants were, and I have knowledge of things related with giants. So I'm just curious if there's any significant iconography that would catch Seer's attention, if that's okay.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
Basically, I would like to learn more of the possible lore of the giants around this area.
All right. No, that's a good one, and I will only offer the check just because you have Kamlu that can fill in gaps here, although what he knows is sparse, and your background with giant kind. I'm going to preface this by saying it's going to be a high check, just because this is a isolated clan of giants that you're thinking about. So please, make me a history check, and I'll say straight.
Is it possible that I can assist since I have proficiency, or no?
Well, here's my main train of thought is Kamlu is giving advantage, and I'm providing disadvantage because it's an isolated tribe, so it's a straight roll.
Got it.
Yep.
Want Bardic Inspiration on that?
Oof.
Ooh.
You satisfied with that roll?
Well, let me
wow.
ask. I mean, why not do the Bardic Inspiration? But I need the art how you would inspire them quietly as they're in a change gang.
Well, funnily enough, if you were to look behind you at any point during the journey, you would have seen Gumo kind of swaying from side to side or tapping his feet, or occasionally, when nobody's looking, he would have broken out into more elaborate but controlled dances that didn't really rattle the chains too much.
Okay, I
With
like
the
that.
trolley.
Probably do a little bit of an electric slide, accidentally pulling Mavet to the side.
I
Generally
will
will.
I will accept it for the fact that a weakness of Seer is that they can't dance.
So you're feeling inspired to try again?
Well, I don't know if I want to try again. That's a 19. What I would do is, do you add a D8 or 10?
It would be a D10, yes. I more meant try to pick up dancing again, not try to check again.
Depends if they get the dance with someone eventually. We'll see. Let me roll that D10.
Oh, I see what you're feeling inspired to dance for.
That would be a 33,
Oh.
apparently gray. This is the same tribe. Joke.
All right. So what you understand is you can't quite put a name on the current amalgamation of frost giants into a singular clan here. But what you do know is back in the day, because I mentioned this through Galvin, that Frostheart itself is a drifting part of Ispikos. That being said, that's a plateau in a sense of a frozen land. And what you do understand, clans of Frost Giant in Ispikos, there were a handful of big clans. I'm going to list them off here. You have Clan Winterhelm, Clan Frostfall, Clan Icevein, Clan Glacial Heart, Clan Stormhollow, Clan Cold Morrow, Clan Frostbrand, Clan Snowreaver, Clan Hailcraig, and Clan Frostborn. You don't need to remember every single clan. All you need to know is these groups of frost giants were always at odds. They never got along. They were scattered, quarrelsome tribes. And what you can deduce, again, from stories that Camelou will give you as you inquire, because you're not getting this out of thin air. You're piecing this together along the journey as you ask multiple questions to Camelou, and he answers it. What you understand is that there is no friction between the frost giants. You can only assume whatever clans remained till this day formed one giant clan together. And from what you can gather is that the colossal, behemoth, Boreas, more than likely was the authority, the strength that these frost giants banner under. Furthermore, you do know that you have spoken to the Titan, but this Titan is a few of words, and when he does speak, people listen. The tribes seek wisdom from this ancient being to guide them, almost like a divination or like a vessel to God. The creature is in itself deified. Trying to think of what else of use I can give to you. You could probably ascertain or assume that with Boreas's current behavior, that the clans might begin to experience a division or fractures. Other than that, just to reinforce what I said earlier, the tactic of getting Boreas's attention via horn is a method that they developed. And I still feel like the information is a bit sparse, so if you got one question, I can answer it truthfully.
I'll hold on to that question when we find
Yeah.
a bit more giant related things.
Yeah, take a rain check on it. Just remind me about this check, and I will answer it truthfully. But again, that's all the information I can really give you, is that multiple tribes formed together alliance as they follow in the footsteps of this wandering titan.
Sounds very similar to the Watchers. Only, well, I'm not going to tell them what happened to the giants in my area.
Yeah, like even as you're exploring other like religions, like especially with Aluya, like the gods that you hear about in this world just are reminiscent of what you'd expect from a Watcher. All right, so I'm going to switch off here as you guys begin to climb the mountain and get further and further higher. Kamlu is going to be guiding the way here. Fill the dead air while I get a little set up here. What's the inner mingling of the party as you guys travel?
Moffat, could you perhaps follow a bit closer behind what I'm doing? I'd quite like to continue practicing my forms.
Your forms?
Yes, my dances. And as you kind of like say that, he pops his sword out as much as he can, and you see he tries to like, kind of sway despite the problems the chains would make for that.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really see you as much of a dancer.
Something I did a long time ago, but don't have much option for nowadays.
At least he knows how to dance.
She says, sad.
Can you not?
I have, unfortunately, 2 left hands on my feet.
Perhaps maybe try more?
So what you're telling me is what I've been told by Bonfire, and that is, get good.
It was more practice. But I suppose that worked.
No, I will not tell the story of what happened at the time. Far
All
too
right.
embarrassing.
While maintaining the marching order, you guys can move yourselves into position. You guys are no longer manacled, as the ruse is not necessary when the scouts aren't around. You guys are freely traveling upward as Kamlu is giving you guys a vice of the lands. Although I will say that it does feel like he's holding back something rather important that it looks like something that he can't talk about. Because he goes into an incredible detail about like safety along the land, how to survive in these plains. But again, it feels like you're missing one large piece to this puzzle.
Yeah, so just everybody on the surface is super gay, so...
I can't warn them about it. I need to keep it to myself. If I ever tell them
I need to keep them all to myself.
All right. Is everyone satisfied with their relative positions here? Straight line.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Although, are those us at the back kind of near a cliff edge there, now that I look at it?
We can move it slightly
Perfect
to the side.
opportunity. Goodbye, Gumdrop.
There you go.
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
I'm
what
like-
you were going to say.
Although, one point of clarification: is that a stairway or is that a bridge?
Looks
or
like a
what am I looking
bridge.
at?
Yeah. So yes, you are looking at a bridge to your north. And imagine this: like we zoom out, and you guys are in between like the spear and the shoulder, like of this monument carved into the mountain, and the separation between that spear and the shoulder that begins to lead to the head is separated by that gap, and that gap is has a swinging bridge over it.
For
How,
some reason, I don't trust rickety bridges.
Neither do
No.
I.
Now that you say
So,
it, I must agree.
I mean, I have a way of getting across, no issue, but it's going to get really cold for all of you. Just for a moment.
It's fine.
I mean,
I fear no bridges. And the moment that he steps on, you hear the creaking of wood. And just begins to stumble across. But let us be safe, one at a time. Let's move.
Gray, how wide is the gap? How many feet does it look?
I shall tell you. 30.
As he falls down into it. Oh, it's only 30 feet
What?
across?
30 feet across. Believe so. Let me double check. Yeah, 30.
Alright.
Not. Yeah, I was gonna say not drop off. We're the height down is a long ways. We're going hundreds and hundreds of feet down. But at least the gap between the land masses is 30 feet. Let me roll something here. Okay.
Can't wait for him to drop immediately.
Moves across. It is safe. There is no problem. He will make some space, beckoning someone else to come across.
I guess I'll cross next.
No, it seems like Mavet is
Me.
taking.
Oh, never mind, I guess.
Marvin's gone.
Move, bitch.
Well, I'm the heaviest, so I figured this might be a good idea.
I would have figured the centaur would be heavier than the tree man.
You're both heavy.
Thick.
Well, one of them's got a thick trunk, the other one's got a thick behind.
You could have gone for like the half rhyme there with rum. You,
So I would like to
Yeah.
see if I could cast Entangle
Okay.
to try to strengthen the bridge in a way.
Okay.
Because grasping plants, it'll make it difficult terrain. But my
Yep.
goal is all these extra vines and stuff might make it sturdier.
Understood. I have something that I'm doing in my head. It has an impact. I'll tell you the mechanical benefit later.
But I guess
So,
also don't forget
please
that
place it down.
Entangle does also create difficult terrain.
Yeah, but I'm hoping
So-
that difficulty also makes it stronger. Might stay longer on it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm not poo-pooing the decision. I'm more just of a general reminder in case, for example, we start moving in 6-second increments. For any reason.
That's very specific. Why would I
Yeah.
ever imagine moving in a 6-second increment? That seems really weird. Why would you bring that up, Mega?
oh, gee, I wonder why. Maybe the bridge will collapse and we'll need to try and save someone on it. Oh, no idea.
All right. You have an impact. Let's see it. Just stop at the midpoint of the bridge. Stop right there. The bridge begins to creak. Nothing breaks.
Must be at one end.
Haha, see? It's safe. Beckon somebody else across.
But since we're going out of order, it would actually probably be best for maybe Seer to go next.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
All right.
I'm gonna move up with
You,
Seer just to get closer to her in
Okay.
case
yeah. I mean,
need to.
Seer's also like constantly on fire, and we're going across a wooden bridge.
It's fine. I'll.
Okay, I can
Seer
reach her from
turns.
there.
Okay, so
Seer
you stand
looks
right there.
over to a snow pile and just shoves her head into it.
I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, I can teleport somebody across with me if we're willing to go that
Becomes
route.
becomes bald already. It's fine.
Inside of her mind, crawling in my skin.
Good.
Crawling in my crawl.
All
If
right.
you give me 2 hours, I'll get a pixie cut. But anyway, crosses the bridge.
Yeah. Stop at the midpoint of the bridge. Okay. All right. Move yourself across the bridge.
I will do so.
Do it right now. Tired of waiting.
I'm trying.
Do it.
Oh my
Don't yell at me.
gosh!
Don't yell at me.
Just do it. All right.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
All right. As the third person gets across, Mavet, you hear howling. Starts off as one, ooh, then another one, and another one, and another one, until you hear a chorus, and white fur begin to rise from the snow. And you see Kamlu, his eyes goes a bit wide and goes, "Oh shit, Isanthropes." As you encounter a pack of them.
You know what? I had a completely different
will-
visual for what an isanthrope would look like.
All right.
Ray,
Let's
if you
change
could
the music.
zoom us out a little bit on Twitch here.
Yep. Oh, I got you. You don't need it.
I don't need it.
You don't need it. There you go.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Make sure it looks nice. There we go. All right. Let's switch the music over and start initiative here.
Well, they're yellow, so they're not aggressive yet, right?
Very aggressive.
As initiative starts, I'm going to spend one use of my bardic
I don't know.
inspiration to activate dazzle. No, it's not dazzling footwork. Tandem footwork. Each ally within 30 feet who can hear or see me gains a bonus to initiative equal to the D10 that I am going to roll. On top of their actual
I
initiative.
think it's
So
only.
up to Aluya.
Yeah,
Up to
I was
Aluya.
gonna say. Yeah, Aluya.
sorry, what?
Luya and Eddie.
I'm right here.
Going to die. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
The worthless one. The otter with the hard R.
That's sad. Oh my.
All right.
Let find that D10.
Well, while you're getting that settled, Mavet, what do you do for your turn?
I will. Well, I feel those guys are good.
Show you a picture. Again, just to really explain what these creatures look like. They're hulking forms. They have yeti-like fur. They have a dog-like face. They look powerful and strong.
What? I don't think I've ever encountered this animal, so I wouldn't know if they speak common by chance,
You can try.
or if they're smart enough.
All right, I got a 29 on initiative.
Do you attempt to talk to them?
Oh,
I will drop concentration on supporting the bridge
Okay.
and
Understood.
cast Speak with Animals. Let me find it.
Yep.
Everybody
Gotcha.
on my side of the bridge gets a +9 to their initiative.
+9. Understood. I'll adjust it accordingly. That actually switches up what we're doing here, but it's fine. 8. You said 9.
Yep.
Okay. Eddie becomes 26. We'll deal with his turn after Mavet. And Aluya. That would be 25.
I got a 21.
And, yep, and for you, 21. It's very good. And you said something about temp HP?
No, but let me double check that real quick. I want to make sure I'm not gimping anyone.
All right. Okay. You attempt to cast a spell?
Yeah. I mean, can I fail it?
Yeah. You
No temp HP.
you cast a spell. You can't fail
Hello,
it.
mighty warriors.
Yep. Well, you speak in common, and they respond in turn. Quiet, fool! Stand down and let us eat. And everyone understands it. It's speaking common.
Maybe they're
Well-
hoping to eat some snow.
Tree man, you may leave. Let us have your friends.
Which ones?
Oh my god.
All of them.
Well, my friends realistically is the one on the opposite side of the bridge. You see the otter there?
Not even seer? Good gravy.
I've never had otter before. What do you do? All right. Well, you already spent
At
an
start
action.
of initiative?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, you started. You're doing your turn here. You spend an action to do speak with animals. If you want, on your following turn, you could use an action to do an influence action to influence their mindset. But they look hungry.
I will just move.
Where are you moving? There you
There.
go. You move into place. You waste my time. Out of the way. You still have your bonus action. You can do an unarmed strike, flurry of blows.
Yeah, I know. This is bad.
Really? You think?
Yeah, it's very bad. I apologize. I was not ready to get into combat so fast. I will
That
use my
backhanded
bonus.
compliment?
Yeah.
Alright. Go right ahead.
I'll summon my arms of astral self.
Understood. Constitution
Ooh.
saving throw. Do you choose? Or is it all creatures?
Check that again. I don't think it was Constitution.
Each of my
I-
choice.
Yeah, I can't remember
Dexterity.
it off the top of my head. That was just my gut reaction. Alright.
Yeah,
Dexterity.
I figured it was Dex.
Something. Fail.
Favorite
See
subclass.
damage. Oh yeah,
What do you mean?
super good.
Oh.
I'm not choosing him. I'm just trying to like scare them.
No.
Yeah, so that's my bonus action.
You're not attacking them. Okay, I got you.
No, we can resolve
Yep,
this.
I got you. Understood.
Non-physically.
Yep, I got you. Moving back to Eddie. Eddie, you actually start us off on initiative. What do you do?
Okay. So, well, it's kind of hard to ignore a threat like that. So, I'm going to say that, well, then again, Eddie's a bit on the far away side.
Yep.
I think for the time being, remind me, was it a bonus action to activate the winged wing boots, I should say?
I can give you an
I think
answer
it's
here.
just for free.
Hang on. Said winged boots.
Yeah.
I got it. Magic action.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of fine, though. It's
Oh, I mean, yeah. Low rarity item providing flight. Yeah.
Mostly because I don't know. I mean, I know what kind of check we're making on the bridge, but I'm not looking to make that check and possibly spoil the bridge for somebody else.
Mhm.
So Eddie is going to use their magic action to click his heels. It's like believing that there is no place but home.
Are they ruby? They made a ruby?
So I got no. They're more like business black, basically.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then he's just gonna start flying over the gap.
I wish I could kick their ass. Kick their ass. Kick their ass. All right.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to be safe, Eddie is going to use his bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Seer.
Okay. Understood. Yep. Bonus action, sanctuary around Seer. Anything else on your turn?
Because I mean, like, not that to necessarily attack her first, but she is the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
Weak and
Toppable.
fragile.
I mean, that just makes it sound mean.
does this sound like Mavet considers Seer a friend? So it makes sense.
But yeah, that would be the end of Eddie's turn as he starts flying over the gap and sending protective smoke around Seer to help ward off attacks made against her.
Okay. Leah, it's your turn.
Sorry, I'm typing.
You're not allowed to type.
Okay.
Well, now I don't want to hear what you want to do. It's pretty disrespectful.
How big is a fireball to go off here?
How big? Well, you can put down a template, but
Ping,
it's a
ping,
20 by 20.
Ping, 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 ping. Should see if I can. Get
It's a
will-
20-foot radius.
Yeah. Here you go.
So
40-foot diameter.
There you go. You can go into the measurement tool and place it where you want.
Measurement tool.
Gosh, you guys are
Top
so
the-
mean to these wolves. Yeti people.
Measurement tool
touch
is the
Yeah.
second to bottom left on top.
Yeah,
little
I
ruler
click
icon.
it. Nothing happens. Nothing. Nada. It ain't doing nothing.
don't do nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe right here.
I'm
It's like this,
Italian.
All right.
That boopity bapple.
Well, I'm gonna move up.
Yep.
I'm gonna move up,
You do so.
and I wanna. Okay. And drop a fireball there.
Okay. I'll make dexterity saves.
DC 18.
Yep. Top to left. Or top to left. Left to right. Top to bottom. Alright. Fail, pass, pass.
Then we're gonna do.
Lay down. Sweet ass fireball.
Spell.
The smoke actually does smell
Oh.
like sweet ass.
Yeah.
I see the template now. Okay.
Yep, there you go. I know it gets them. Alright. Alright, so let me tell you guys all a cool mechanic. Because she used a fire here, I'll show you Warmth Wary. When this creature takes 10 or more fire damage or radiant damage from a single source, they gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
So I will apply that damage. But please flavor the spell as I'm doing all this bullshit here.
I'm trying to see, how do I get my bar at the bottom again? I missed my bar.
Top left, after right-clicking token.
Top left.
I don't know, Lee. I don't think you should spend so much time at the bar.
I don't think so either.
All right, so
Yep.
she had a way to get across, no problem, and she still can, but I had to hold off on it. And she kind of sees that these things kind of pop up. Mavet says something to them. They want to eat us. She's like, well, let's try and take care of this as quickly as possible. So I focus up. I kind of take my spear and I kind of point it out forward, and the small fireball comes out and gets wafted over to them. And as it's getting closer to them, it gets bigger and bigger until it just slams down in the center and hits them.
You hear a curdling cry from all of them as they begin to pat out their fur that's lit aflame. All right, anything else for your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay here for right now.
Okay. Understood. Mavet, Yuri went. Gumo, it's your turn.
All right. Do you mind zooming us all back out for a second?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So if I go to the space behind Steer, how many feet is that? I mean, sorry, behind Oluya.
Oh, behind Aluya. That'd be 30
Yep.
feet.
All right. Put me there then.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Also, can you measure out a 10-foot radius from where I'm standing for me? In a circle.
Yeah, 10 foot. Yeah, I got you.
Just the radius. Checking to see whether or not if I tried to do something, I would slam Eddie out of the air.
Excuse me?
Okay, I do not.
Okay.
All right. Gonna spend a first
This
level
is your
spell slot
moment
for
to
no
betray the
action.
party and kill the otter.
No, I'm actually trying to not do that at the moment.
Yeah.
For what it's
Spend a
worth,
first level spell slot for no action to give myself back a bardic inspiration.
For what it's
And
worth,
then I'm
nigga.
gonna cast Thunderstep as a third level spell. So sorry, Seer.
I think she has resistance to the damage, actually.
I do.
Well, no, I'm touching Oluya and teleporting her with me.
Oh, there you go. Then you make
I'm
Constitution
sorry,
saving throw.
Yeah, you gotta take some damage, my dude.
actually,
Oh, well.
Quick clarification. Do you still have Bardic Inspiration dice?
Yeah, I still have plenty left, and I just spent a first level spell slot to get one back.
Well, unless I'm misremembering, I think you can only do that if you are out of Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Double check the
Sounds
wording,
about right.
but I think I'm remembering it being that way. I could be wrong.
Kind of like the focus points for monk.
No, it just says font of inspiration. Yeah, we gain all expended use of Bardic Inspiration whenever you finish a short or long rest. In addition, you can expend a spell slot, no action required to regain when used Bardic Inspiration, and that's where it ends.
Yeah,
so
you
it's just
got it for
whenever.
Yeah. Expend a spell slot.
Yep.
Good use.
Did
Good
that.
use.
Make myself one back. give you that
I must be remembering
Constitution
the UA
saving throw.
version.
Could be.
I got a 21 on that Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
What's my dice again for damage? I forget.
D12. Can't remember. Wasn't it save or suck?
No, that was for my
Yeah, the other one.
weapon. Yeah, this is why I avoid touching people now.
which I do
actually
like,
find out in
because
character
I've
like this
created
is
a
a bad
mechanic
idea.
where you can embrace people that you love. I'll apply 9 damage to your sheet.
All right, thank you very much. I will also track that on my D&D Beyond. Just check.
While I have that, great. Why don't you go ahead and roll? Remember that D I told you, the D4?
Yeah, D4.
No, it was a
I gotcha.
D6.
Want D6? Here you go.
Oh boy,
There was a D6.
causing a lot of shenanigans.
6.
When you're done with that, Gray, do you mind? Oh God. Do you mind measuring out 90 feet for me so I can see where I can teleport?
Yeah, I can show you. It's anywhere on this plateau, practically.
All right. Yeah. So presumably, I'm gonna say Oluya can probably pick where she lands. I think maybe if we're staying the same, then
give me a rough area that you want to end up at.
Next to the one guy that is currently not hit with heat exhaustion or has Muppet next to him, so that kind of bottom
this
right
guy
square
right
there.
here.
Yep, that guy right there.
All right.
Trying
within
to
5 feet.
Put us somewhere where Seer can cast safely. I mean, Oluya can cast safely. God damn it.
Yep. Within 5 feet
while
of
also
the
putting
creature.
me within reaction range. Yep.
Excuse me.
All right.
So we're gonna have an avalanche.
Oluya, would you also like to be within 5 feet, or would you like to be further away?
No, I'll stick with him. I don't think I'm gonna think so quickly on my feet.
Okay.
I'll just go along for the ride.
All right, gotcha.
All right.
End of turn.
Let me think. Yeah, that's it. That's good for now.
Okay. The Isanthrope. Plenty of good targets here. But there's one better than the others. Singefer, it saw who cast a spell, and this creature is smart enough to at least make sure that she doesn't do it again. First one's going to be a freezing snap. Straight roll, because you're not alone. Yeah, that's a real bad roll. Natural one. Good way starting out here. 2 claw rakes. Additionally here. Right, 17 is a miss. 15 is a miss. And unfortunately, yep, that's all that the creature can do right now. It is the next one's turn. This one's to the south. It's going double down. They'll also be attacking Oluya.
Okay.
Straight roll for the snap. I'm just rolling dog shit.
Hold on. Before you do that, it ends with its turn within it moves in within 5 feet of me. I think I get a reaction to move myself and Oluya with a reaction here.
Is the wording
ends
as
its
it
turn.
enters your reach?
Nope.
Well, ends its turn within 5 feet.
Yep.
What ability are you thinking about?
Inspiring movement.
Gotcha. I accidentally make one too many. Let me see. Let me double check that I didn't do one too many. Okay, yep. It's freezing snap into claw rakes, 1 hits. Shield at all?
I do.
Yes. What's up, Mega?
I don't know if which one of these are exhausted, so they should have a penalty to their
this
attack
one.
rolls.
Yeah, this one isn't
Not this
exhausted.
one.
Yeah, the other one did attack, and the exhaustion was put into it. But thank you. This is going to be slashing damage, 12 damage.
Nothing
Just
hits
goes
me.
in. Yeah, goes in, starts scratching at you. Seer, it's your turn.
Hold on. Ends its turn. Reaction. Inspiring movement. Spend Bardic Inspiration. And I'm going to make an agile strike attack on it because I used my Bardic Inspiration. And me and Aluya can move up to half our speeds if Aluya so chooses, away from them. Which I'm going to do just straight to the left.
You're going to go straight to the left? How far?
Yep, 15 feet to the left.
15?
And
Gotcha.
Aluya can do the same.
Okay.
And I assume it doesn't proc attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Okay, got you.
And I'm also going to agile strike them. I am sorry that there's so much going on in my with my
Yeah,
stuff.
no problem.
35, so I move only half of that?
Yep.
Yeah, just half your movement.
Gray, does a 12 hit the Ice Thing's armor class?
I can't move. Okay. It's
Oh,
not
sorry.
okay.
It's pause.
Yeah. Here you go. I'll allow you to move. So what's granting you the attack though?
Just a part of Bardic Inspiration. It's one of my features. Whenever I spend one, I can make an agile strike attack.
Okay,
Let me
understood.
pull up the feature.
Yep, gotcha. No, I see it.
Yep.
All right. So, let's see that attack roll.
12. Not
12.
great.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't hit. You miss. All right. Seer,
All right.
it's your turn.
So with that roll, Gray,
Yep.
what makes this one funny for me is the fact that instinctually, which is the most common thing that happens with Seer if she heard thunder, that was behind her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was essentially
Oh,
to make it
fuck.
so
Yeah,
that
that's right. It was thunder.
Yeah.
God damn it. No, not
It
for
was a
you.
300-foot boom.
Not for you. You look towards Kamlu, and his eyes are wide and looking skyward.
Yeah.
No, we got two people scared of thunder.
Both people are terrified of thunder. But in his case, I think he's more worried of suddenly hearing thunder and being like, oh shit, giant.
Whereas Seer, you rolled that 6. What does that do again for your fear?
She can't walk away.
Okay. No movement. Understood.
So
what do
0
you-
movement.
Yeah, what do you do as you're trembling from the thunder banging, ringing in your ears?
As she is frozen in fear, she sees everything kind of going down suddenly, and Addie casts Sanctuary upon them, which is helpful. However, I'm trying to think what would be great in this moment. I think really the only thing Seer can do comfortably without having to like go crazy with like spell.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see. I'm just reading one of the things I have. Okay. Quite simple. Not going to rock the boat. Not going to do anything too crazy. Since these creatures essentially just kind of popped out of nowhere. Is that she's going to cast haste upon Eddie.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, Eddie. I would move. I would use a bonus action to things, but a lot of them require movement. I don't have
Yep.
Spanky anymore, so I'm essentially just stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
that's the end of my
sorry.
turn. Oh no, it's okay. Keep doing thunder.
Yeah,
See what happens.
Yeah, post haste for me so I can apply it to Eddie.
I will do that.
Understood. Eddie, I'm going to apply haste to your sheet. All right.
Actually, you just made Eddie's next turn super fun.
Hell yeah. If that's the end of your turn, it's the next Isanthrope. This one is exhausted. It's a rock and hard place. Spellcasters here. So you're, again, and this is my main train of thought. Like, this creature would not exactly know what haste is, or like the effects of it. All he knows is you cast his spell. He's seen another person like light his ass up, so he's also aggroed by Luya, gonna attempt to attack her.
I still have my shield up.
Understood. The shield spell?
Yes, part of the reaction. It's not my turn yet.
Okay.
When that claw attack would have hit, cast it.
Well, hang on. Did you negate the one attack that did hit you?
Oh yeah, I did.
I apologize. I need to give you back that 12 HP. I didn't hear that. Good. Alright. Again, this creature goes in and attempts to really fuck up your day. First off with Freezing Snap, then 2 Claw Rakes. I don't believe a single one hits. That's, well, actually, no. 22 is a miss because you have your shield up. It goes in to bite at you and finds no purchase. It is now Kamlu's turn, and he takes a moment. He did have an action in mind, but now he's going to spend his action to do a search action. I'm going to give him advantage because this is homeland. He squints his eyes.
Boy, I've been writing his name wrong this whole time.
It's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
You can call him Cammy.
He will
The most
shout.
respectful.
He will shout at the party. We've got 24 seconds. Make this count. Then run.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all that he can fit in. He has nothing to do with his bonus action here. But I will keep a template on him to remind us that he does have an emanation. Can't remember. Does an emanation is it close to a radius or is it a square? Can't remember off the top of my head.
Closer to a radius.
It's closer to a circle.
Yeah, circle. Gotcha.
Because the idea is that because like an emanation has a radius, so
yeah,
right, or rather, at least in the sense, because it extends a certain amount of feet from you.
Yeah. All right.
So you're like the center of a circle.
Yeah. I'll keep the circle on him just to remind us when people are within his radius. Keep in mind, if you're within his radius, you'll get a bonus to your saving throws. All right. It is the Isanthrope's turn as it attempts to attack Mavet. Straight roll. 20 to hit. Anything I need to hear from you, Mavet? Reaction to reduce damage, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction.
Okay. If that's the case, I'll roll the damage. We'll see if you roll high enough to deflect it completely. That's going to be 26 damage. It's split. Remind me, only physical damage for the deflect? Piercing, bludgeoning, slashing?
Correct.
15 of that damage is that. Okay, you reduce it by 12. I'll keep that in mind here. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, and you are grappled. As it bites into you, you feel as if your immune system fights against the infection, attempting to erode your body. You're immune from this saving throw for 24 hours. Please keep me honest about that with future checks. I believe you take 14 damage. 12 reduced by 26. Other way around, but you get the gist. Damage. All right. Are you going to maintain concentration on speak with animals? My bet. Yep.
Oh, sorry. I forgot push to
That's-
talk. No, I'm just going to let it drop.
Okay. All right.
You said he's attempting to grapple me, or he's
Yeah, and why the
successfully
hell
grappled?
did you roll for initiative again? Hang on.
No,
He's really
rolled
ready to fight now.
No, because I accidentally
he's
clicked
actually
the
gonna fight.
toggle combat state.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, so that happens and it goes off for the 2 rake attacks here. Oh, I do apologize. Hang on. I do need to roll them twice because you're alone and I don't believe there's any person within 5 feet of you. That's going to be with
Ooh.
advantage. So consider the first 2 rolls to be the first attack. Then I'm going to roll with advantage on the second one. Rolling low. Did I roll a nat 20 with that bite attack earlier? That wasn't.
No, I rolled a nat
was
20
regular
on
hit.
Constitution.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to roll one more bite attack just to make sure that I didn't miss out on a natural. Close. 19. Makes no difference. That is the end of this one's turn, as it is attempting to rip and tear. Oh, if you do that fireball again, Leah, remind me that they have advantage on the saving throw. And that's another fuck up from my part.
Wait, so they get an automatic grapple off of me?
Yeah, they get an automatic grapple. Well, just to quickly explain this, like the new idea with creatures is when they hit, they add an effect. It's a relic to have saving throws. The only reason I had a saving throw in addition with the bite attack was you're fighting a very special creature. But get used to that. Like when attack rolls hit, they will apply effects.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a new
I gotta grapple
this
him
new
back.
design philosophy. Yeah, they're gonna take out the primary threat that's fucking them up here. Again, towards you, Aluya. This creature's charging in. Because you're near an
Let me
ally,
know.
straight roll. Right, that's a miss. Then 2 rake attacks. Roll straight. Natural 20.
Ouchies.
And I believe
Oh,
you were
boy.
used your reaction.
Yep.
Which is
I've
why
used
I'll
mine.
go ahead and use mine.
Okay.
Or unless
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
You already used your reaction as well, Aluya. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's a reaction to move with my special ability. One of
so
them.
yeah.
Goodness.
So yeah, I'm using my own silvery barbs to undo the natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
The
I'll
24
treat
still
this.
doesn't hit because my turn hasn't come yet.
It hasn't come yet. I'm going to treat the additional roll as the reroll. So the 18 turned to 24. Again, that's a miss because of shield. This creature can only hit with its attacks on a natural 20 with your AC that high. That's a miss. Tank and tank. Eddie, it's your turn. You're hasted. What do you do?
All right.
So many
So
options.
Betty's gonna blast them all away.
actually, the most effective thing that Eddie could do to maybe discourage them from fighting them for too long is that Eddie is going to allow the smoke to begin to billow around him in a 15-foot aura, or emanation, I should say, as he casts Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Which, as you'll recall, deals radiant damage.
Yes, it does. Or necrotic, but presume you're going radiant.
Yep, the important damage type I mentioned. It's good use.
Let's see here. Make sure I'm measuring this correctly. 5, 2. Yeah. So since he is hasted, he'll first move 30 feet here to make that one make a saving throw.
Okay. Understood. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. Definite fail. Let's see it. It will. Well, I need to see the damage first. It might. There's a small possibility you might not get 10. Unlikely. Not impossible. Alright, 12 damage and a level of exhaustion.
Then, since he actually still has another 30 feet, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So they'll all make saving throws as well.
Yeah, and I'm just going to maintain the damage just because I don't want you to keep rerolling. Some saving throw. Does that get 2 or 3? Fail.
That gets 3 of them.
Fail. Fail. Alright, I'll take 12 damage. Level of exhaustion. Anything else on your turn while I'm doing all the background stuff here?
Then Eddie is going to use his hasted action to give himself a little more movement. Actually, I'll specifically go here.
All right.
And I guess since I'm going to use my bonus action to go ahead and put Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay. Understood.
Just more of a prep thing in case he has to smack any butts. But that'll be the end of that turn.
Luia, it's your turn. What do you do?
I have a question about my tempestuous.
Absolutely not.
It says I can fly up to 10 feet without provoking any attack. The spell. Does that mean I can only up 10 feet, or can I fly 10?
Let me see the actual description from the item verbatim.
How do I post it? Is it posting?
Yeah. Yeah, that's 10 feet in one direction.
Okay, so I can move this way, right?
Yep, you can move diagonally.
Sweet. Boom.
Do so.
Okay. the spell it's gonna use.
Oh, before I
Uh,
forget, Eddie, how high up are you in the air?
Oh, I probably should have
Yeah.
gone with that detail. I actually am going to keep myself around. I mean, honestly, just no, I'm going to keep myself level because that.
Okay.
Unless you want to start playing radius games with creatures in the air, which I don't think you do. So
No, we're not dealing with that headache. So it's 5 feet, like just an an amount that really doesn't matter, but you're still flying.
yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see, Aluya, what the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
This is gonna be sick.
I want it to be at a diagonal. I don't know how to flip it, but it's gonna go and hit
Control
the
mouse
tree.
wheel. After you place it down.
Okay.
Leave.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, try to finagle it. Yeah, going from the corner, bottom right of your token space. It looks like it works. All right.
And that's a DC 18 saving throw. I don't know if anyone has disadvantage because of their exhaustion.
No, it's just a static penalty.
Until you like reach like 6 exhaustion or something.
They all fail. Although one got a little bit more of a buff than the others, it doesn't matter. It's a relatively low roll. All right.
Okay. And then I am going to guess
0.5 damage across the board.
I'm going to take the opportunity of attack and just move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm just going to move here.
Okay.
You're up in the air, correct?
And you're
Would you
you're
still take
taking the opportunity attack?
I'm sorry,
No,
what?
she doesn't maintain the flight. You just fly in the air
Oh.
10 feet, then you
Yeah.
drop.
So this
And you're
guy-
taking the attack of opportunity?
Yeah. This guy
it will-
is exhausted.
Yeah, it is exhausted, but you no longer benefit from shield. Keep in mind, if it is a hit, that you may not use your reaction to cast shield because you casted a level spell. I'm going to be
Oh wait,
attacking
I
with
forgot.
Yep, go ahead.
He takes. I'm sorry. Let me move back. Focus.
Yeah, no problem.
5. Okay, he takes extra damage.
Okay.
Good golly. I'm gonna move back and then figure out.
Yeah. Well, this attack's going to be at advantage because there is no ally within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
All right, that is miss with 15. All right, and what's that additional damage I'm taking and why?
It's from casting a level lightning with thunder spell.
Gotcha. We'll move on here. Just tell me the damage.
Okay.
Yep. Vet, your turn.
Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and target him.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to use
Okay.
Arms of Astral Self for my first attack.
Okay. Uh, 28 is a hit. All right. 9 damage.
And I will do it again.
And what damage type is this?
Force.
Okay, you're switching into force. Gotcha. The ghost turn.
So half my sorcery level. What, 4?
4. Got you.
Assuming that's a miss.
So you're going to spend anything on it, which I don't believe you can.
Then I will use my bonus action.
Flurry blows
For
or just an
a
unarmed strike?
Flurry blows, why not?
Damn right. Good man.
Hell yeah.
If I can find it in this big ass list of things I got. There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will. My speed is 0, so I will pass.
Understood. Gumo, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to start off with a 4th level casting of Dragon's Breath. Or wait,
Okay.
hold on, let me check. Yep, 4th level casting of Dragon's Breath. Gonna touch myself and give myself Fire Breath.
Hell yeah.
Now, do you mind
Please.
showing me a 15-foot cone to my right? Questioning whether or not I want to actually blast.
Okay.
It's not really. There we are. Sorry, things are a little stolen. Okay. So couldn't hit both.
I'm not
Unless
sure
I
if
got-
there's, with your current positioning, I'm not sure, like, if you can hit more than one person.
Yeah, I'd have to take a step closer, and I think I'd rather hold off on that for now and not get attacks against me with advantage from moving away from an ally.
Yeah, I'll keep it up, and we'll keep turning it around and using it as times come up.
Yeah, of course. In the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my action to cast a cantrip of Starry Wisp at the one to my north, not my south, Gray.
Understood. That's foolish. There's no one
And
to
let's
yourself.
give you that.
Uh-oh.
Natural 1. Okay. Awful.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna move to Eddie's, basically just the opposite side of Eddie, but closer
Okay.
towards Seer, like
Yep.
that top left corner.
Gotcha. All right. Is that
Top
the end
one.
of your
I do
turn?
not want to be on that ledge.
And
All
is
right.
that
Yes,
the end
that
of
is
your
my turn.
Gotcha. All right. It's the Isanthrope. Okay, this is a tough one. What's the distance on that Spirit Guardian? 15 feet? Or was it 20?
It goes out to 15 feet emanation.
15. Gotcha. Let me put something down so I can have it visually here. At 15 feet. All right. And I'll change colors with that. Make it red to remind me of fuck that. There we go. Let's see. So it's this one's turn, and you're kind of in a safe space here. And what it will do? Okay, 5. Fortunately, with being exhausted, that's its full movement. So I guess what it will do is dash over and threaten a couple people over here. Same dealio. One actually has a little bit more movement. Okay. It's fine. Dash. We'll move into place here. So 2 wolves are circling around Mavet. 1 wolf is threatening Camelou and Seer by the bridge.
Keep in mind they are currently in Sanctuary too.
Well, not in Sanctuary, but I got your meaning. Difficult. All right, Seer, what do you do?
All right, I must ask Ray, out of curiosity of things.
Absolutely not.
Well, I was just gonna say, in this case, most of the time when I deal with thunder, it's like, oh, okay, given enough time, it disappears. We're in a very echoey area of things. Would it like echo in throughout the area or no?
It'd be echoing outward.
So it wouldn't be coming right back.
No, it would not be coming right back. You'd faintly be able to hear it in the distance as it begins to die. Actually, as it has died, because a full 6 seconds has passed, and I feel like that's enough for an echo to dissipate.
I'm cool with that because
Hmm.
at least here, hasn't kept hearing it. That's the main thing. If she did, I had to keep rolling, and then it's one of those moments where it just spirals out. So I think she could finally move.
All right.
So currently we're having someone trying to hug people, correct?
Yep, we got a hugger. We got struggle snuggles going
Oh.
on.
We have a tree hugger. You got some hippie.
We got a serial
what's it
hugger.
called?
All right. Anyone hurt specifically pretty bad?
Not yet.
Not
Has
yet.
been doing pretty good so far.
I like Sanctuary, but I don't
Yeah.
think I should use Sanctuary.
Okay.
So I
You do you, boo.
think. Let's see. I don't want to burn all my resources, so Seer, for the very first time, will do something without her tools.
Mhm.
So I have 3 of these creatures here. I don't mind taking an attack of opportunity, because what I will do is
Okay.
I'll scooch this way.
Yeah, it will definitely take that attack of opportunity. Straight roll because you have an ally close to you. Is complete miss.
Okay, so there we go. Let me make sure I do a 15-foot cone. Okay, I would need to back up one more step.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm maximizing damage, so I'm going to do
Mhm.
Burning Hands for the first time in this entire campaign
Oh, yeah?
towards the 2 right here.
Yeah. That would be able to work without hitting your ally.
And
What
what
was
I
the
will
saving throw?
say,
Dexterity?
yes.
And what were we going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say for the first time, like a lot of people see Siri using technology. This is the first time she puts her hand out and just suddenly just launches it out directly from their hands as if it was just like spewing. I wouldn't say magma, but it's like the licking flames that would come from lava.
All right. Success and failure.
So that's a DC 19. So that means
Yeah.
they take half of whatever I roll.
One will take full, one will take half. Okay.
So there we go.
The one in top left, because you applied 10 fire damage, takes another level of exhaustion. Alright. And that's the end of your turn.
I have nothing else to do except hopefully pray I don't get scared.
Okay. The other Isanthrope comes into position here. Didn't want to do this. You guys are forcing my hand here. Right, it moves into position, looks towards the moon, and well, not the moon, but, skyward, and begins to howl. I need everyone to make me wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Luya, you get a additional buff equal to +3 to your roll. That's from Kamlu's Aurora. I need wisdom saving throws across the board. Or Kamlu.
All right. Roll high. Oh, God.
What you get?
Shit.
Understood. All right, Aluya, got you. Okay. Okay. I think the last person I need is Eddie. Understood. Anything being added to any of these rolls before I move on?
Not on me.
I don't think I can beat this, even if I did use one of those leftover hero points from a long time ago.
Okay.
Unless,
that's
hey, Greg, can you check and see if I have inspiration real quick?
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot
don't
to.
think so, but I want to make sure.
I forgot to give out inspiration in the moment. Eddie, you get inspiration for calling Kamlu. If you already have inspiration, give yourself a d6. You do not have inspiration, Gumo.
All right, I'm screwed.
All right, I'm gonna start moving forward here since I'm not hearing anyone pipe up. To make things easier, I'm gonna tell you the DC, then walk it down here. The DC was 16. Anyone who's failed is now frightened. Anyone who's failed by 5 or more is paralyzed.
Oh shit.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, so anyone who rolled 11, I believe 11 or lower, is paralyzed.
That does make sense, because if it's as loud as it sounds, probably with echoing of thunderous sounds,
Yeah, I feel like just the flavor of it is you're so terrified that you cannot move that you're a deer in headlights.
Honestly, Seer, I wish you maybe had boosted yourself, but oh well.
The thing is that I wasn't sure what the DC was, so I was sitting there go who's gonna pass, and I just sat there go I don't know,
Yeah.
Regardless, neither of us are getting a turn.
Yeah. Pass. Kamlu is frightened and paralyzed.
How long does it seem like this is gonna last? Or do we get to make any check?
I'm gonna double check on the frightened condition, but paralyzes until the I'd see either start or end. The end of the Isanthrope's next turn.
End of the Isanthrope's next turn.
Yes.
You'll have to let me know when I'm done being paralyzed.
Don't worry, you'll figure it out.
I mean, I'm not paralyzed, but because Seer is paralyzed, haste is dropped, so I have to sit around.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So just to really put it out there, the frightened condition and paralyze lasts the same duration.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I dropped
turn.
concentration due to paralyze. Is that true? Damn.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I lose my dragon's breath.
Yes, you do.
Unless I get save against that. God damn it!
We'll disable haste for Eddie. And he can remember that he's going to be fatigued. All right. Add the frightened condition for you. And let's see. I believe that's everybody. No, Eddie's also frightened, but not as pertinent.
It's not really going to matter.
Yeah, exactly. Still, I like the icon. That's the end of this creature's turn. It takes full action to do that. Camelou is paralyzed. This creature will go next. I kind of want to take advantage of that, actually. He's going to move through Mavet, then make a diagonal. It's movement for it. Gonna try to fuck up the prince.
Isn't there a sanctuary over that space?
Not over him. No, it's Sanctuary is an AoE. It's a targeted spell. And it's currently on Seer. And I don't believe the fatigue. No, that's passive. It's not concentration. Irrelevant. He is going to do a freezing snap with advantage because our dear friend is paralyzed, I believe. Should actually probably just reference paralyzed quick. I know I'm going to get a critical hit on a successful attack.
It is advantage and critical hit.
Yeah. Yeah, and saving throws, strength, and dex. All right, yep. Nothing else I need to worry about. All right. Going in for a advantage, huh? Oof. 15 is a miss. Unfortunately, he's going to make his claw attack. Yeah. And try to get the prince here. Claw rake. Just rolling dog shit today. Oh my god. Yep. This guy's in timeout. Like, holy shit.
Oh, my
With
goodness.
advantage. Let's go over that. 15, 13, 11. All right. Prince lives to see another day. He wants to take advantage of it. He'll make the wisdom saving throw. Oh, not at that point. Probably 5.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you've misunderstood. Haste actually does cause the incapacitated condition.
Yeah, no. I forgot about that.
So right now I don't
Template.
have it active.
Spirit Guardians.
Yeah, no, I forgot about it because I was thinking about the paralyzed condition. Still coming in, though. So 5, 10, 15. He's going to try to attack you, Gumo.
It'd
with
be a
advantage.
straight roll.
What's causing it to be straight?
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, paralyzed.
Yeah, I
19.
was thinking of something else.
Oh God.
19 hit.
I don't believe there's a way you can circumvent that.
Not while I am paralyzed, no.
Oh.
37 damage. You are grappled.
Okay. I am below half.
Yep.
Oh,
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
all right. This is gonna get ugly real fast. Wow, I'm rolling awful today. 8.
Understood. All right. That's the end of. No, that's the start of this creature's turn, actually. Going in for the 2 rake attacks.
And what happens when I fail that Constitution saving throw? I rolled an 8, Gray.
Yeah, that's cool on you. 15 is a miss.
Yep.
And 19 is a hit. Meets you exactly.
Yep.
Another critical hit.
Yeah, knock me down, Gray.
Wow.
20 damage.
Oh, I'm still up.
Yep. You're still standing, but again, you really can't survive a barrage from these creatures. And they're a smart pack. Like they got beyond human intelligence and they're targeting those that would make easy prey.
Can't do shit. I'm paralyzed, at least.
Yeah, and I believe your turn ends, Eddie.
Yeah, it just ends.
Okay. Understood.
But at least I'm not incapacitated anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Hallelujah.
And the
Things are
rest
getting a
of
little
us-
rough here. What are you gonna do?
yeah.
It's bad news bears.
Okay.
I mean, we won't lie. It's like you could probably still scare them off with a fireball. But
Yeah, I was thinking
Probably
about
could.
doing that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'll do that again. I first want to measure out that I don't hit anyone. So
You
I'm
can
gonna
place it down and
cast
move them.
without Yeah, I just want to cast it without consuming a spell slot
You can do
first,
it.
and then.
Yeah. That's
You
fine.
can hit me. I can take a hit.
Yeah, he's taken no damage so far.
And I have good dexterity.
and hopefully you have absorb elements? Question mark.
Okay.
Let me check.
I'm trying not to hit this guy either. I can hit 1, 2, 4, 5, but okay. Are you gonna be okay?
Sorry, you cut out for a second there. What?
Mavet, I can hit 4 of them, but you're gonna be hit. Gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right, but I'm gonna do it then.
Oh, that's a big tree boy.
Okay. Go.
So that's a fireball.
Uh-huh.
Are you using
Looks
fire?
at Aluya
Yes, I'm using fire.
and nods, do it.
Move it so I don't hit the prince, but Mavet is.
Well, the fact of the matter is that like if we hit them with enough levels of exhaustion, they'll just die straight out.
Okay.
Yep. I was hoping to hit them with some radiant damage and then some fire from Dragon Breath, but not go to plan.
It's a DC 18 saving throw. Dexter.
I was just saying if I unlocked anything off of the reducing it to 0. I do not yet. $21. I'll take half.
You have absorb elements?
No, I don't like that spell. I could get it, but I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean you don't like it?
No, I get it. I feel it.
I'll keep my concentration, whatever that was.
Did anyone take full or everyone took half?
They all look pretty banged up. I think I saw one natural 20 there, so I think one of them only took half, but I don't know.
I wonder if Gray had to step away.
That's what I'm thinking. Probably his dog.
No, he's
No,
fine.
I was talking. My fucking dog hit my cord. What the? So hang on. Like, how long have I been cut out for? Because I've been talking the entire time.
A
Like
while.
a minute.
Jesus fucking Christ! All right. Again, 3 failed. One succeeded. The top 3 are bloodied. I'm making wisdom saving throws for the ones on top. The coward of the group here is the one on the far right. That is going to be running away.
Oh, thank God.
Only one is running away. The other one is sticking with it. What the hell else did I say of import? Probably nothing important.
Did
Keep
they
going.
get extra
Anything else?
exhaustion?
I already applied them.
Okay.
Oh, so the dude.
No, I'm gonna poor Camelot. I'm gonna stay by him.
Okay. He's frozen.
All right. That's
I'm gonna.
it for
Well,
me.
I should probably say, Aluya, you begin to hear a whistle in the air.
Uh-oh. It's
Oh,
coming.
shit.
Oh.
Just getting
Okay.
louder and louder.
Okay. I mean, I have a way of getting away from that. I don't know about other people, but I'm ready to stay close to where I am if I have to grab
like
spear.
like Kamlu said, like start of the 4th round, like shit's about to get a little funky.
Okay, what round are we at?
3.
Third. Oh,
You
I'm
have one
dead.
ally, such as Eddie, that cannot move during this round. His turn was skipped, so something to keep in mind. And you have other
Okay.
allies that, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like any other allies. We're kind of screwed, but I think most of us will be able to survive if we get a turn. I don't know about.
There's well, I guess you technically get a turn because the guy's thing goes before yours here, but oh God.
Well, I didn't get my turn yet, so I'm just stuck. So the problem is, I'll get it, and then I think I'll survive if the thing goes hitting us. But I think the big person in trouble is Gumo.
Yeah, I'm screwed. The thing that started off that
keep-
effect comes literally
Yeah, I was
right
gonna say
after me.
the effects will end before like the start of the 4th round. But yeah, it still doesn't help.
That does mean Malvet might have a chance saving Gumo, because really, I know Malvet has a jack of all trades shit, you know?
All right, Aluya, what are you doing? Just keep things moving, because we're going to end the session on the 4th round.
Okay,
Also, it's worth keeping in mind that I actually can move just fine on my next turn because mine was skipped, so I didn't have to deal with the turn where I'm frightened.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am. If I gotta save somebody, like Seer, possibly Camelot, then it is what it is.
Yeah, just to be clear, like, the event's going to happen at the start.
Oh, then
I think he's not muted again.
he got muted. Oh God! On the 4th round, I think Gumo might die unless someone jumps in.
Yeah, I think I'm fucked.
Because he said 24 seconds. That means 24 seconds actually has to pass. So that's the start of the 5th round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll go with that. No, you're right. Continue on.
I'm okay where I am right now.
Okay, my bet.
God, I'm trying to think what would I use to pick up Gumo.
I'm a very lightweight corpse.
Out of everyone that needs to live, I think Gumo being the...
You guys don't worry about Gumo. I've got Gumo.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Seer's closest to the edge. I'm assuming if this thing has impact, it's also going to push people back potentially.
Hmm.
I honestly will be okay because I have tricks up my sleeve. I just need to have my reaction back. That's it.
Well, shit, guys. Then I'm just focusing on knocking these people
Oh
out.
shit, guys.
Yeah, kill him.
All right, go for it. I thought you were gonna go after like. Okay, Eddie said they got them, so you're
Yeah,
good.
don't worry about this guy. Don't worry. Yeah, don't be the hero. You're just gonna fuck it up.
Well, I mean,
I'd say I'd be worried about you breaking my fingers, but I can just put those back on.
Okay, so let me go ahead. Rethink what I was gonna do.
yeah.
Where is Stunning Strike?
You're gonna hold it into like the javelin throw by leaving it stunned. That's great.
Yeah, because if I can line them up, then I could potentially reduce the impact.
Ooh.
I hate monks. There we go.
Hey man, I love new monks. Watch your damn mouth.
Monk's my favorite class, actually, overall. Any edition.
There you go. The one to the south.
When you hit, oh yeah, I have to do an
Yeah,
attack first.
you have to attack first. Okay. Yeah, 19's a hit. It'll make the Constitution saving throw. Do the damage. Straight roll. I'm not gonna think too hard about it. Your DC was 15? No, 17. It is stunned.
Okay. And then I will. The third one on Exhaustion 3, not too worried about.
Okay.
Kids are crying. What's that?
Yep.
Yeah, let's just focus this guy down. I'll go ahead and do another attack on him.
Okay.
Force.
Yep. 12.
And how many focus points? I got 2 more left. Let's just go ahead and go all in. Flurry of blows.
Okay. So that'd be 22 total damage. Okay. All right, 12 force damage. This creature is close to being winded. Like, you've got this creature on the ropes.
Then I will go ahead and move. Can't move through him.
Okay.
Don't want to take an attack of... No, he has disadvantage on his attack rolls. So I'll take 1 attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Oh, what's causing disadvantage?
I'm moving... Or his exhaustion 3. Doesn't he get disadvantage on attack rolls at
I
exhaustion
don't
3?
believe so. It's just a static penalty now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Then I'll just stay where I am and
Yep.
pass.
Gotcha. All right, Gumo, your turn.
Ah, you know what I get to do, Gray?
Nothing, because I'm
Sit
moving
there
on.
and look like the dead body I'm about to be.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have a little bit of fun here. This creature is going to do a bite at Kamlu. With advantage. Freezing snap.
He's still paralyzed?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The creature that caused it is a couple more turns from now.
Poor
Oh,
dude.
it's right after Sears. Yep.
I specifically picked a creature that would take a while to get to. 22 to hit. That is definite hit. This is going to be damage at damage. He's just standing there in pain as he takes 38 damage. And he is going to be making a Constitution saving throw here. Makes a really good roll. All right, and do you have a 10-foot reach, Aluya?
Well, with my spear, I have a 20-foot.
Okay, 20 foot, Jesus. 5, 10. I don't think it ever leaves your reach then. It leaves Camelus, but he can't do anything. Going up to Gumo. This creature's going to take 2 claw attacks at you, Gumo.
All right.
Took a chunk out of the prince. Hits, damage, critical.
Definitely gonna knock me down no matter what.
Oh, you
In
never
fact,
know.
it might outright kill me.
No, it can't.
Because my Constitution score is only 14.
No, it goes off your maximum HP, buddy.
Oh,
21.
Okay, well,
You're still standing after that. 21. And the final claw. This is what might take you down.
all right.
He's gonna miss.
I can hope. No.
Yeah, this is gonna bring you down to Pain Town. That downs you with 19 damage. I believe that's exactly.
Yep.
No, not exactly. 17 was your 19. You're brought to 0. As you're on the ground, it looks like, and this is the party can be aware of this. It looks like the hungry wolf wants to take a bite out of his prey. If you do not stop this wolf, it will start to consume your ally. This
one?
one is stunned. The one to the west of Gumo, right here.
Okay.
Although, to be perfectly honest, the other one might take a bite, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. But that one for sure. This one is stunned. I believe it's stunned until like the start of your next turn, somewhere in between there. So it is incapacitated.
Well, and
Us.
it can't do anything essentially.
Yeah. Seer, your turn passes.
So
Go ahead.
that does lead to that thing. So does that mean then was that the creature that did the roar, or do I just miss my turn?
No, that's
No.
after you.
Not yet. Yep.
Okay, making sure because
Yep, you're good.
I had a last hurrah, but we're gonna keep going.
Yep. All right. It is the creature that frightened everybody, and ironically enough, it is also frightened of you guys, and it is going to GTFO. Okay. It can only move 50 feet as a dash, but it is getting the fuck out of here. You know what? Shits and gigs. Shits and gigs. Well, actually, you can't. So I stand by. Moves to the north end of the map, running away. Camelou drops the paralyzed and frightened condition, wants to take retribution on everybody.
He also definitely knows something's coming, so I don't think he'd just stand there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think he might spend one more turn to apply damage before running away. Because you all begin to hear the whistle. It's getting closer and closer.
Is this the fourth round or no?
This is a third round going on to the fourth, and again, Eddie was right. I was not properly adding my rounds together. It'd be the start of the fifth round. But we're still going to end round 4. Coming in here, Camelou is going to make a halberd attack as a part of that attack, he's going to do Vow of Enmity. He's going to roll with advantage here. $19 is a hit. See the next one. Is also a hit. 2 attacks, bonus action with the first one to do Divine Smite here. It will be a 3rd level smite. I believe 3rd level is 5d8. All right. Normal attack. His halberd begins to glow. There's still those colorful tassels across the glaive here, as he does 35 damage to the creature. Also, part of it is radiant. Let's see. Right. That would be. Okay, so 11 damage reduced to 6. I should say. And the rest. Alright, and 19 radiant. Right. And it will take a level of exhaustion. It will roll another wisdom saving throw because, surprise, surprise, I have a threshold for when these creatures get frightened, and it's an exhaustion level. Right. Oh, yeah, it becomes frightened and wants to run away. Alright. That is all that Camelot can do. It is the Isenthrope that got fucked up. Disengage. Really run that far. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, he's going out of my range, right?
Still disengage unless you have a way of bypassing it.
Oh, he's disengaging. Okay,
Yep,
never mind.
disengage. Yep, gotcha. Huh. Yeah, you're within range, right, Eddie? For the creature to your north. Are you slightly out of range? It's hard for me to imagine in 3D here. Oh, did Eddie jump?
What?
That's fine. Yeah, I'll stick with my gut here. I'm gonna assume Eddie's within range. He's gonna attempt to attack him. It's just going to be a straight roll. That's gonna be 20. Rest here. 11. Leave 20 and 22 is a hit against Eddie. Uh, 20's actually miss. Okay. And I'm gonna presume he's gonna use a shield to bypass the close call one. All right. Get to round 4, and again, we end the session with the whistle getting louder from the distance. When we meet back up, the final round is you guys needing to deal with this flying spear that is coming towards your location. All right.
All right.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today.
No.
Of course. Glad to die for you, Gray.
Absolutely.
This has been House Common Blood. The intro and outro music is Oh My Dog by Savick, and any other music and sound effects used in the episode are royalty free. Credits can be found in the episode description. Please review us on whatever podcast listening app you happen to be using. And if you like us, tell other people. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you soon.